was a bold adventuring man. Jim Bowie, battled for right with a powerful hand. His blade was tempered and so was he. Indestructible steel was he. Jim Bowie, he was a fighter, a fearless and mighty adventuring man.
One of the first things Andy Jackson did after his election as 7th President of the United States was to sponsor the Indian Removal Bill. Under this measure, enacted into law in 1830, all the southeastern Indians were to be moved west of the Mississippi. I'd heard about it, naturally, but I never thought it would affect me, Jim Bowie. Then one day I was out hunting. Don't move.
You'll be all right now. A little sick, maybe. Wasn't too bad, was it? Didn't hurt much? Huh? You don't talk much, do you?
I guess you and I don't speak the same language. You haven't understood a word I said, have you?
What kind of Indian are you? Choctaw? Creek? What's that? That's, Seminole, isn't it? Seminole?
What are you doing out here all by yourself? Where's your mother? Or your father? How am I supposed to take you back to them if you can't tell me where they are, where you come from? All right, then, there's only one thing for it. I'm gonna have to take you home to my place. Just for a little while. Just till I can find your folks. How'd you like that, huh? Want to come home with me? Now, don't worry, I won't hurt you. I promise. You'll be all right with me.
Atasi. Atasi. Atasi.
He's down. You've got him. All right. You've got him. There he is. Oh.
He's not hurt. You ask him. A rattlesnake bite. I cleaned it up. He'll be all right. A little sick for a while.
I am sorry. I did not understand. I thought...
You thought I was trying to steal him?
White men have stolen many Indian boys. This one shall not be a slave. Not my son.
Oh, wait a minute. He shouldn't walk on that yet. I'll carry him back to your camp for you.
Oh, no.
Why not?
I would not want Osceola to know.
Osceola?
My husband.
Oh.
The boy should not have been so far from the camp alone. He will be angry with me.
I won't say anything.
I can carry him.
Any reason why I shouldn't come to your camp?
No.
Then I'll carry him. Which way do we go? Don't give him too much water. You ought to keep him cool and quiet. I guess you know all about snakebite in Florida. We haven't seen many Seminoles this far west.
Your white soldiers wish the Seminole to live much farther west.
You speak very good English.
My mother taught me. I was raised in a white man's house.
You're married to an Indian.
I am an Indian. He will be here soon.
Well, I said I wouldn't say anything.
He will not like it.
But my being here? Well, that cuts both ways. There are enough mules here to pack a camp twice this size.
Shut your tête.
present. A gift. Bowie to Osceola. I returned home that night. Next morning, I had to go into town on an errand. And when I got back, I found two surprises.
Jim?
No?
What's that strange mule doing in there? When I swept out after breakfast, he wasn't there. When I come back a while ago, he was. What do you make of that, Mr. Jim?
Well, Robert, I guess that some people just have to keep the score even.
Yes, sir.
Jim?
Hello, Reed.
Say, Captain Brand's inside waiting for you.
Brandon, yours, Garrison? Well, Captain, just how can I help the Army?
By helping us track down a man, Mr. Bowie. An Indian.
An Indian?
Half-breed, anyway. Seminole by the name of Osceola. Or sometimes he goes by the name of Powell. His white father's name.
What makes you think I can find him?
Because he's in this vicinity. I will be soon.
So?
Perhaps I'd better start at the beginning. A large stock of guns have been stolen from the arsenal in New Orleans.
By this Indian?
No, but for him. Luckily, we caught one of the white conspirators. A minor one, but we were able to learn something of the plan.
Which is?
The rifles and ammunition will be sold to the Seminoles and delivered to this Osceola somewhere in this vicinity. Now, since you know this territory better than anybody, General Gates hoped it should help us track down this half-breed.
His name is Powell, you say?
Yes.
He's a big chief, then?
He's worse. He's the leader of the young men, the hotheads, the dangerous ones who cause all the trouble.
Look, you can hardly blame the Indians. I mean, when they're being driven from their homes where they've always lived.
They're not being driven. They're simply being asked to move.
Yeah, 1,000 miles west to some dry hills where they have to learn a whole new way of living. How would you like that?
I wouldn't object if I'd signed a treaty.
Treaty? Oh, sure. Fill them up with whiskey and promises, and then get them to sign a paper they can't even read.
Sir, I didn't come here to argue the Indian problem with you.
Good, we can drop it then.
I came here to get your help. Now, do I get it?
No, sir.
Jim!
This is a military matter. Let the military handle it.
Very well. But may I remind you, sir, this was a special request of General Gates.
General Gates's officers are at his beck and call. I'm not, and you can tell him that.
Sure.
That was a fine way to talk.
Let the Army catch their own Indians. I don't have to jump every time a general whistles. Oh, why do people have to get pushed around?
You mean Osceola?
Yeah. He's a human being, isn't he?
He's a murdering savage, Jim.
I don't blame him, Reason. Or any Indian. They're getting a raw deal, all of them.
All right. Where'd you meet him?
Up on the back bayou.
On our land? Gun running?
I'm not going to see him slaughtered. He's not like the captain said. He's a man you can deal with.
Oh, and so you're going to deal with him, is that it?
Yeah.
Just go up and ask him to clear out, polite like.
Yeah.
And he'll go.
Yes.
You're out of your mind.
Well, I'm going to give it a try right now.
All right. You go ahead. Get a tomahawk in your thick skull. Oh, wait a minute, you leatherhead. You can't go up there alone. Jim!
You better cover me, just in case.
Okay.
Morning, ma'am. Just stopped by to see how little boy's doing. Oh, yes, I can see he's much better. Hello, Tarsi. Thanks for the mule, Mr. Powell, isn't it?
Powell? What do you know of Powell?
Oh, nothing. Except that the Army is looking for a Seminole of that name, believed to be in these parts. Just thought it might be you.
My name is Osceola.
Oh. Well, one of your men, then?
I do not like questions. You can go now.
No, I guess it's you who'll be going. This is my land you're on.
We do not injure your land
Look, can't you get it into your head that I'm trying to help you? I don't give a hoot about your Seminole War. It's just that, well, I like that little boy of yours. If you haven't left here by dark, he's liable to get hurt.
You mean you will bring the soldiers?
No, they'll find you themselves. They know you're in these parts. My brother's out there behind one of those trees, and I imagine his rifle's aimed just about here. And he's a real good shot.
Wait. Just a little more time. The boy is still sick. We will leave by tomorrow, before dawn.
All right. If you're still here this time tomorrow, I'll bring the soldiers myself. He wants to stay till morning.
That means you'll be getting the guns tonight.
No, we'll let Captain Brand get them. They'll have to come by Bayou Teche, won't they?
Yeah.
Well, you tell the captain that. Tell him to hide his men at that narrow bend. Don't tell him anything else, you understand?
What about him?
I'll take care of him. Just as soon as those guns are out of the way.
All right, stop there. Stand ajar. Keep your hands up. On the bank.
Drop the gun, white man. What are you doing here this time?
Hunting?
I heard a shot. You made it?
I said I was hunting.
But what are you hunting?
I don't know. A way to get along, you and me? Indian and white man? We understand each other. We could get along. What I'm trying to say is that if we can, why can't all Indians and white men?
I do not know what you are speaking of.
I'm speaking of war. It's no good. Not for the Indians, not for the white man either. How about your wife and Atassi? Why does there have to be this killing and suffering? And if you keep on like this, there'll be plenty on both sides. Why?
The white men drive us from our homes. And you ask me that?
The Cherokees are going to the new territory. The Choctaws have signed a treaty to go.
The first Seminole chief who signs a treaty. I will kill that chief.
You hate white men that much?
Yes.
You're half white yourself.
I am an Indian.
You didn't hate your father, did you? I'll bet you loved him, didn't you?
Go. Why do you ask me these questions?
Because that's my knife in your belt. And I got a mule of yours in my barn.
All right. My father was as tall as a tree. And as straight and as strong. He came and he went with his trading. And I ached with pain while he was away. And then when I was 6, like Atassi, he came and he stayed one winter.
He's gone, Osceola. He's dead. Forget him.
I will not forget him. I will not forget the way he treated my mother. Like dirt he treated her. As if he was shamed by her. And by me.
You were just a little boy. You didn't understand.
He stayed one winter. And when he left, he took my sisters with him. His own 2 daughters, he sold for slaves. My father. Now go. Go now before I kill you.
All right, I'll go. But you might as well go, too. There's no reason for you to stay now. See, those guns you're waiting for, they won't be coming. The soldiers got them already, a while ago, down the bayou. Pack up and get off my land.
No! Osceola, you must not kill him.
Why not?
He saved Atasi. He saved your son's life. He sucked up the poison of the rattlesnake with his own lips.
Go. Go. We are finished.
I thank you. You tried.
I didn't succeed. Give it up, Osceola. Give it up. You'll only break your heart. And theirs. Best to stop the fighting and try and find a way to get along. Look, you loved the white man once. You can again. You made a friend in me. You can do that again. Why not start right here, right now? One Indian, one white man.
It is not Osceola alone who leads the Seminole. One man cannot cause a war. One man cannot stop one. If all white men were like you.
In November 1835, the Seminole chief, Charlie Imathla, signed a treaty with the U.S. government and was promptly shot to death by Osceola. A month later, the Seminole War began. Before it was over, 4,000 Seminoles had been transported to their western home, 1,500 soldiers had lost their lives, and Osceola was dead in an army prison. The war lasted 7 years. It ended without a treaty, and there has never been a Seminole treaty.
And here's the star of our show, Scott Forbes.
Hello. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show, and that you'll be with us next week for another adventure in the exciting life of Jim Bowie.
Unafraid from Natchez to Rio Grande, with all the might of his gleaming blade, he fought for the rights of man. Jim Bowie, he was a bold adventuring man. Jim Bowie, battled for right with a powerful hand. His blade was tempered and so was he. Indestructible steel was he. Jim Bowie, he was a fighter, a fearless and mighty adventurer man.